Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Quinnie versus Quinnie. You all have known each other for more than 20 years. You've been married for 16 years. And Miss Quinnie, you brought your husband to court today because you believe he's cheating.
Yes, sir.
How did you two meet?
He's close to my family, and I'm close to his family, so we automatically knew each other. I moved to San Bernardino around 1996, and we were having, you know, fun a lot when I went out there, and Manish was like the life of the party, stripper and hanging out and stuff like that, so.
Wait, a stripper?
Yeah, he was a stripper at the time.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a melody dancer, I do, you know, turn up.
You know, women like a man with moves,
You know,
so,
yeah.
you know.
You know.
So I guess you bringing the moves.
Oh, yeah, I got the moves.
Back in the
And
day, you had the moves.
I still got the moves.
So you still got the moves.
Still got the
All right, so you broke that out on your wife,
Yes.
and you couldn't say no.
Nope.
Mr. Quinnie, what was it about her that made you say that's the one?
Man, that body. When I first seen her, I was like, I'm on it, I gotta get that. So.
At some point, this turned into marriage.
Tell us
Yes.
about
Yeah.
that.
It was kind of like a crash, like, boom, we're getting married, you know. He asked me that day, like, come on, let's get married. And I was like, we don't got nothing. We don't have no dress, no nothing. And he was like, we're going to the court. It was just a strange type of way to get married. But I was for it because, you know, I loved him at this point, and I kind of would do almost anything that he would ask me, damn near.
Okay, so Miss Quinnie, this is beautiful. You get married 16 years ago. What went wrong?
For my birthday, I wanted to go spend it with my auntie and a cousin that was in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Everything going good out there, and then the water bill popped up. I forgot to check the bill before I left. So therefore, the water got shut off. Okay. I had to send some money home, and my husband had to get his money together, and then we had a cousin staying with us that was helping out with the bills as well. So in the event of telling my cousin that, you know, he need to give the money to Manish, he then says, well, I'm not giving him anything because he been tricking.
Tricking means he's stepping out.
Yes, Your Honor.
Was it true?
Yes, Your Honor, it was true.
What did you find out?
So the cousin goes into the story of, yeah, he had a whole party here with this woman that he's tricking with. He said, I entered the house not knowing that there was a party going on. And he said, I also had your children. So then the cousin goes even deeper into it. He says, yeah, you know, after the party was over, then the lady was in your room, in your bed, in your lingerie.
Oh, no.
And they were playing soft music with the door closed.
Mr. Quinnie, you have this woman over at your house who at some point makes her way up to your bedroom with you.
In your wife's lingerie?
No. How could you see through the door with the door closed?
All right, was she in your wife's lingerie?
Hell no.
Was she in your marital bed with you?
Yeah.
All right, so tell us how you bring another woman into your bed that you share with your wife.
You know, we just started kicking and you know, it happened, but I never said that I'm not wrong. I know that I'm totally wrong. Like, as I admitted to her, I told her that I was wrong.
And how did you meet this woman while your wife was out of town?
Me and one of my homeboys, we had went to the club. Man, we just started talking, you know, this conversation.
Did you tell her you were married?
No, I didn't tell her that.
All right, Miss Quinnie, you find all this out. What do you do with this information?
Once he did admit it, my main thing was we need to separate. But after the separation, I went into investigation mode.
Right.
Where now I want to find out who is this woman? Why is she bold enough to come in my house?
So what did you do to investigate her?
So I go onto his page, and in the inbox, I ended up seeing like 2 different girls in the inbox, but one said, hey, bro, give me a call. So I went onto her page, and then I see that she is in my car, in my truck. And she's going live in my truck. She like, yeah, I'm in Vegas. And, you know, she all happy. And they listen to the music that I normally listen to in the truck. So I know it's my truck. I see the background of the truck. And I go, I go into her inbox. And then I say, are you sleeping with my husband? She sends me a laugh emoji. So then I keep questioning her, like, who are you? Were you in my home? So she sends me an emoji of a woman riding a man. And the emoji is real. It's like moving, and the bed is moving, and the girl is on top of the man riding it. So she's basically confirming that she slept with my husband in my bed, in my house.
Mr. Quinnie, how do you explain what's going on with this other woman?
People do a lot of crazy stuff in this world, you know, and I know I made some mistakes.
So that time in your home at the party, that wasn't your first time with this woman? It was not.
Right.
You had been with her multiple times. How long did this affair go on?
Maybe like a year.
A year.
After all this, hearing all of this, what made you forgive him and take him back?
I took him back in March after we had a conversation, and it was the years that I put in, you know.
I understand.
I felt like I had wasted time. And I couldn't just walk away because I still had a 9-year-old.
Did you want to be with your wife?
Yeah, I told her everything.
So you haven't been with this other woman since March?
No.
But Miss Quinnie, you're afraid that he has been with this other woman.
Yes. I found a secret phone.
All right, tell me what happened.
I don't never get on my knees to look for nothing. But this day, I just had to get on my knees and look under the dresser for some strange reason. So I get down there, and I feel something like squarish and small, and I bring it out. It's a phone. I'm like, what this doing? And then I see it's been used, you know. There's been calls made from it, so I go into call log. First number I see is Angela's number.
And it's after March when you see this?
Yes, he had text messages back and forth between him and her.
Mr. Quinnie, why are you hiding a secret phone underneath your dresser?
Because I don't want CSI Miami to come get it.
All right, so you admit you had this secret phone.
Right.
And you were hiding it from your wife.
Right.
And you were using it to contact your other woman.
Right, right.
After you all reconciled in March, were you physically involved with this other woman?
No.
Do you believe him?
No.
All right, well, there's a husband side, there's a wife side, and there's the other woman's side. Now, you've never seen this other woman in person, have you?
No.
Well, she's here in our courtroom today. Ron, would you please escort the witness in?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good day, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
All right, would you state your name, please, for the court?
My name is Angela Davis.
And Ms. Davis, do you know Mr. Quinnie?
Yes, I do.
Right. How did you meet?
I met him at the club in Las Vegas. He was on the dance floor dancing, and I was like, damn, he getting it. So I was like, whoa, let me walk over there and see what's over here.
When you approached him and started talking to him, did he tell you that, hey, I'm married?
No, he did not.
So how soon after this meeting did you all have sex?
Soon as we got to the house, like maybe like a few hours later, we...
So you had sex with him that night
yes,
you met him?
we did.
At his
and
house?
And it was on ever since.
Okay, wait a minute. You had sex with him that first night at his house?
Yes.
Did you sleep in his bed?
Yes.
When did you find out he was married?
When the water got cut off.
So how long had you all been in a relationship at that point?
For literally like 9 months, almost a year.
Okay, but after you found out he was married, you continued in this relationship.
No, I tried to stay distant as I can, but he just kept pressing me. Like, just kept calling me, you know?
So what's the nature of your relationship?
I love him. I ain't gonna lie. I do. And I understand him. I'm just gonna always be his friend. He can always call me and talk to me no matter what's going on, no matter how much, you know, she not doing what she's supposed to do, because he is a home supporter and she do stay gone a lot.
Hold on. You can't attack his wife. That's not your space. Now, There's a girl code here. You get your own, and you leave somebody else's alone. You're beautiful. You're articulate. There is no reason why you can't go get your own man and not be sharing with anybody else. You deserve that. Miss Quinnie, what are you thinking right now?
I just feel like she thinks she know me. She don't know me. Everything that he told her, she thinks is real.
Tell Miss Davis what this has done to you.
To me, it made me bitter. He tells everybody all these bad things that I supposed to be doing just to have an excuse to go out and do the stuff he do. But if I was such a bad woman, he wouldn't be with me. But if, like, she in love with a man that came back to me. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing back to you. Tell
You
the
didn't
truth. You was in New York. I sent him home back to you to avoid all the drama, because I do care about your kids and your family. That's why I sent them back home, because if I didn't, we would have still been together right now.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Now, Mr. Quinnie testified that you all have not been together sexually since March of 2017. When is the last time that you have been sexually intimate with Mr. Quinnie?
Somewhere in July.
Of 2017?
Yes.
You told this court that you had not been with any other women since you and your wife reconciled in March of 2017. And that's not true, is it? You have been with Ms. Davis since March of 2017.
Yeah. I'm a man.
Also, being a
Wait,
man
hold
is...
on. Don't drag all of us into this. Don't drag all men into this, Mr. Quinnie.
Okay.
He always have an excuse for his wrongdoing. Like, I couldn't live with myself if I was the person she is. I would never deliberately try to hurt somebody or their family or make myself superior over them. And to me, he's allowing it because he's, you know, you're interacting with her, you're with her. And then you just been with her. You just lied to me and said you haven't been, and you always say I did something.
But you're allowing him to play you. And you're too smart for that, because your intellect, your heart, your woman's intuition has told you he's not doing right.
Right.
And I understand why you've done it, because you're loving. I'm in love. It's a lot of stuff I might put up with if he was doing it.
Yeah. But I mean, I did it for my kids too, because we still have young children. You know, I have a 9-year-old son, and I felt like he needed to be in his life, you know.
Mr. Quinnie, do you want to continue to be married to your wife?
Yeah, I want my marriage. I ain't talking to them, I'm talking to you.
Since you say you want your marriage to continue, are you willing to tell Ms. Davis that this is over?
Well, I think you got your answer.
It's taking you that long? Do you want her?
Yeah.
That is the most awkward moment of silence that I think I've seen on this bench. Let me ask you point blank, who do you want to walk out of this courtroom with, Ms. Quinnie or Ms. Davis?
My wife.
Now, the question is, are you going to be able to leave her here in this courtroom? So what do you want to say to Ms. Davis if that's what you're going to do?
You know, Angela, we've been, you know, cool friends. We never had no disruptions, no fiery, nothing bad between us. But, you know, I got to be able to stick with my family.
Ms. Davis, are you willing to stay away from him?
In order to do that, I just have to block him out of my life, even though I know that temptation is hard, and I really do want to, you know, see him pursue his career for culinary art school and further his education, which she's not going to allow him to do.
You don't know me, so I wish you quit talking like you do.
He would have been going to school and further his education.
How?
You always got him out there go-getting.
You know everything,
I know what
right?
I see.
You know everything. You don't know nothing.
Okay.
You don't know the 16 years I done with him.
That
we
don't
got
have
longevity,
nothing,
baby.
That don't
you
have
can
nothing
never
to
add up
do
to what I got with him. You can never
Girl,
add
that
up.
don't have
You're
nothing to do
miserable.
with
You ain't
education.
train well, and you need to go get your education while you work on his education.
Ladies,
because you can't help
ladies,
him. You can't help him.
Miss
Honey, I got a
Quinnie.
job, baby, I'm a hairstylist.
Miss Quinnie.
All right. You are here ready to tell this court that this is the last time you're going to look and see Mr. Quinnie.
Yep. This the last time.
Marriages should not be thrown away, even when they look like garbage. You talk about living together. That's not enough for a marriage. You have to abide together. You're making her first. You're making him first. You're making your marriage your focus. And let me just say this. We have 3 kids, but I keep hearing you all talk about your kids. You can't take care of your kids until you take care of each other and your marriage. We have resources. We urge you to get into counseling together. As we say in this courtroom, do not cheat yourself out of an opportunity to have a meaningful, powerful marriage. Court is adjourned.